In the heart of San Jose, California, stands a mansion unlike any other in the world. A place where hallways lead to nowhere, doors open into walls, and staircases end at the ceiling. This is the Winchester Mystery House, a sprawling labyrinth of madness, secrets, and death. For over a century, people have claimed to hear footsteps echoing through empty corridors, windows slamming shut by themselves, and the ghostly cries of the restless dead. But who built this house? And why? Tonight, we'll uncover the terrifying truth behind the Winchester Mystery House. A story born from guilt, grief, and the whispers of the dead. The story begins in the late 1800s. Sarah Winchester, the wife of William Wirt Winchester, heir to the Winchester Repeating Arms Company, lived a life of wealth and comfort. But her world shattered when tragedy struck. First, her only daughter died in infancy. Then, years later, her husband passed away from tuberculosis. Heartbroken and alone, Sarah was consumed by grief. Desperate for answers, she visited a psychic, and what she heard changed everything. The medium told her that the spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles were cursing her family, and unless she built a house for them, a place for their souls to rest, she too would die. Terrified, Sarah obeyed. She moved west to San Jose, California, and began building a house that would never stop growing. Construction began in 1884, and it never stopped. Day and night, workers built room after room, stairway after stairway. No blueprint, no plan. Just Sarah's mysterious instructions. One day she'd order a new tower built. The next, she'd have it torn down. Stairs twisted into ceilings. Doors opened into 20-foot drops. Some rooms had windows on the floor, and others were sealed shut forever. Locals whispered that Sarah was communicating with the dead, receiving instructions from angry spirits who guided every design. Every midnight, she would enter the seance room, a small hidden chamber deep inside the house. There, she would light a candle, sit in the dark, and speak to the ghosts. When morning came, she'd leave the room with new orders for the builders. To the townsfolk, she wasn't just a widow. She was the woman cursed by ghosts. Even today, the house is alive with strange sounds. Visitors report cold spots in certain rooms, unseen hands touching their shoulders, and the smell of burning candles near the old seance room. Security guards have heard footsteps pacing upstairs when no one is there. Others have seen the shadow of a woman in black, drifting through hallways before vanishing into the walls. One night, a caretaker cleaning the grand ballroom felt someone watching him. He turned and saw a man dressed in 19th century clothes staring back at him. The man smiled and then faded into thin air. It's said that Sarah's spirit still roams the house, trapped forever among the walls she built to protect herself. When Sarah Winchester died in 1922, construction finally stopped. The house had grown into a 160-room mansion with 10,000 windows, 2,000 doors, 47 fireplaces, and secret passages everywhere. To this day, no one truly understands its design. Some believe Sarah was building a spiritual maze to confuse the ghosts and keep them from finding her. Others think she was simply losing her mind, driven mad by grief and guilt. But the mystery remains unsolved, and those who visit say the house still feels alive. Even in daylight, the halls seem to whisper. The air feels heavy, like the house itself remembers every death, every tear, every secret. The Winchester Mystery House stands today as one of America's most haunted places, a monument to one woman's fear and the ghosts she tried to escape. If you ever visit, be careful where you step, because behind every door, behind every wall, something or someone might be watching you.